All right, we're gonna push our looks here. We can bang out 2 of these things in one day. What are you thinking about?
Well, I was thinking that you were on to something before. You were saying we could have the reaction channel, we could have the drama alert channel, we could have all these other things. We're not using our visuals right now. I think we should not use the visuals at all. And the drama alert channel is the first channel that has visuals on it. You change your voice, you grow your beard out a little bit more. No one recognizes you. Put a fucking
I'm doing a
beanie
Keemstar
on.
thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
Eat the entire time. So no one really focuses on your face or anything like that. And then all of a sudden, after X amount of weeks of you just dredging all that drama surrounding the Brothers Yurasits page,
we'll
finally
openly
bring the
feud with
cameras
Fozzie
back,
too.
we'll shave,
Mm-hmm.
no one know who the fuck it is, and we'll just have this ridiculous beef going on, all this fucking great drama going on, and it's just us the entire time. It's genius. It's brilliant. It was a good idea you had before.
I think it was a good idea I had before.
You see,
And
the
then
funny
you
thing is, what I just said was
talked
the
about it.
same idea.
And it seemed like less of a good idea.
Did it? Good, 'cause that's what your idea sounded like the whole time, okay?
You think so?
You just needed to hear it from somebody else. I just said everything you just said verbatim.
don't
I didn't.
remember
All I
mentioning
added.
that. I don't ever remember saying
was the shaving
Keemstar.
part.
I don't remember saying I'm doing drama
Really?
alert.
You remember the Keemstar part? Because I never said that. You just fucking said that 2 seconds ago.
No, you did just
No,
now.
I did not. I said we should do something like this. And you said, "Oh, like
When?
Keemstar." Before, just now,
When?
just now. You missed it.
Give me a
It
time
happened.
frame.
It already happened.
No, how many minutes you think?
30 seconds ago.
You think that about 50 seconds into this podcast, I start talking about Keemstar and drama alert.
Yes, I do actually. The minute and 30 seconds when I'm willing to fucking take a bet. The 30 seconds ago, you mentioned a guy that I forgot his fucking name.
You said
of.
drama alert.
I never said the word alert.
Are you insane?
I said making drama. Oh my god.
You came out here saying
You know what's
drama
fucked
alert,
up beyond
and then
belief?
I said the whole Keemstar thing. You said, "Oh yeah, eating and everything," and I was like, "Okay."
You just admitted you said it. You just fucking admitted you said it. You said, then I said the whole Keemstar
You said
alert.
drama alert.
I never said drama alert.
And then you said you're gonna be staring at eating like, oh, like the whole Keemstar thing. Like, yeah.
I didn't say drama alert. I don't
You
know
said
what I said.
drama alert.
The problem is now you're so good at fucking manipulating people that I don't know what I said,
I'm
but
so
whatever
good
you
at
think
telling
I
the
said.
truth.
Oh my
I'm
God.
so good at being truthful and
Alex,
forthcoming.
you've never said the truth in your entire fucking life. I don't even know if you know what the word. I don't even know if you know how to fucking say the truth. You might just fucking melt into a liquid if you fucking announce the truth once in a while.
Proof that I won't do it is I'm still talking. I was being truthful and
You're not.
forthcoming.
Everything you say is a fucking lie.
Dude, that was the most. You said drama alert.
I never said, dude. Here's the problem, okay, with what I just said about how you can never say the truth. I don't know if you're fucking with me or not right now, so I can't even believe you. Because I, honest to God, don't think I said it. I have no way of knowing.
You said drama
I didn't say it.
I have no way of saying it, but I didn't say it. I have no way of knowing if I did, but I didn't.
I have no way of knowing, but I know for a fact I didn't say
Okay,
it.
then I guess you have a pretty good way of knowing. That's some real baloney, man. I also decided that we should just start saying like I'll tell you off air.
I'll tell you off air.
On the cast, just about random, even just non sequitur. Just be like, you know what, I was going to say, I'll tell you off air.
I agree, because Tom Segura does that all the fucking time on your mom. Two Bears, One Cave.
Yeah,
It's pretty intriguing.
it is. It's
Every
pretty
time he
sick.
does it, I'm like, God, can you
fuck.
just say it now? I
Why
didn't
can't
care
be
about
in
the
room
last
for
30
that
minutes.
Shit, yeah. But once you say, I'll tell you more off air, people are like, oh fuck, what there's more to the story.
Can you tell me about the game you guys were playing before?
I'll tell you more of it off air.
Okay. Yeah. You promise though?
Yeah, I'll tell you off air.
Yeah. Once we're
I'll tell you off this thing.
Yeah, we're never
No
recording.
yeah,
We'll talk
yeah.
about it. You don't want to give any names away.
Oh yeah, exactly. I don't want to give you.
Dude, that's enticing as shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, everybody's listening. It's like, I have to pay to
That was literally the
Patreon.
moment in Horrible Bosses 2 when Troy Day's like, wow, that actually isn't the elbow thing. That's what you just did there. It's pretty sick.
Everybody's listening. It's like, God, I got it. If they're going to talk about it off air, they'll talk about Patreon. I gotta pay it now.
And you know what I was thinking we should talk about it as well, though? I'm thinking that this would be a big move for the podcast, right? I'm thinking, you know what? Never mind. Actually, no, we'll talk about it
off air.
Talk about it off air. Never mind.
It's not worth talking about it now.
Yeah, I'll talk about it off air.
I think the next 17 minutes just be us going, I'll talk about it off air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this thing I wanted to talk about. You know how like every investigation discovery shows like that would never happen in town like that. You know, forget. We'll just talk about this off air. Everything.
See, I've been going on these porn stars Twitter page model. Actually, you know what? No, let's talk about it off air. Actually,
Yeah, I got another note actually. We start watching the Santa Claus TV show.
yeah.
Let's talk about it off air.
Talk about it off air. Okay, yeah.
We also watched the lake. Yeah, let's talk
Talk
about it.
about it off air. Actually, yeah. And also the Wednesday Addams show. It was so bad. Like honestly, I couldn't
talk about it
talk about
off
off
air.
air.
Let's talk about it.
It's not worth bringing it to it.
right?
It's not worth the cast. No, it's not making the cut. Talk about it off air.
Actually, one thing that actually is worth talking about right here, and this
On air.
Yeah. This actually bothered me a lot. I watched Fred Claus the other day. Every actor in that movie who's playing an elf, they superimpose their head on a smaller person. You know
It's
who
creepy.
they don't do that with? Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah.
You want to know why they do Elizabeth Banks?
She's hot.
Because she's wearing a short mini skirt.
Yeah.
Her fucking, what's the decolletage is down to her belly button.
Pretty amazing.
They just show off her entire body. She's the only person they didn't fucking superimpose her face.
Well, yeah, because
they only did it because of how attractive she is. But here's the even the bigger kicker. She's wearing this sexy like little Santa's outfit. You only see that in one scene. You see her legs in one scene. They don't show her legs again. They don't show her from the neck down again ever. So here begs the question: why give her such a sexy outfit?
It was for the direct. It was for the people. It was a morale boost. No. It was a morale booster for those who were working on the film. They were like, "All right, guys, gotta get PG. It's not gonna make the cut. It's gonna make working around. It's gonna make working a hell of a lot nicer." Yeah. Well, because the original plan was to have it where she was actually a subsect of the elves. That's why her outfit's different. Well, she was originally. What's her name in the movie?
I have no idea.
Did you just watch it like 2 nights ago?
Yeah, I have no idea what her name is.
I'll stop.
Clarence,
Clarice,
Elizabeth, Lizzie, Bethany, someone with the C.
Charlene.
I said with the C.
So this is actually you can see this on IMDb trivia if you scroll down. It's right before the spoiler section, and it says that originally in the first draft of the script, Paul Giamatti's Santa Claus was actually didn't have a wife. Mrs. Claus died, and he just turned. He actually gave one of his elves growth hormones to supersede the whole like the childlike adolescence, and he turned Charlie into a sex slave. And that's why she dresses like him. Because you look, what's she wearing? A little piece of Santa.
That's actually a good point. She's the only elf in the time he was wearing red.
Because
I know you just pulled that out of your ass, but that's actually a fact. She's the only one wearing it red in the movie.
You know how you said even though she's wearing a short skirt, a lot of the time you don't see below her neck, right? You know where her hand usually is? On Santa's pocket.
Makes a lot of sense.
It's true. Not many people know this because again, it's a family movie. If you think about it, though, that movie has a lot of some very serious underlining story threads, like the whole when fucking Sean Spencer's like, "God, I wish my brother would fucking die" in the opening of the movie. Remember that? He's like, God, why can't you fucking kill this fat prick? You know all that stuff.
Dude, that makes me get choked up every time.
I know it's way too serious. I always forget that happens. I'm like, this is a Vince Vaughn movie. Why is this happening here?
The opening makes me want to cry every time. And then he throws the fucking apple at that kid.
I know, and that kid sells the shit out of it.
I don't like the kid playing Nick, but when that kid turns his fucking head, my heart breaks. I know, dude. Every time.
Now you understand why he made a sex slave?
Yeah. He was abused by his brother.
He was abused by Fred. That's what the whole movie's about.
Also, Vince Vaughn, after they fucking fight, he's like, I don't hate you, Nick. I just wish you were born.
Yeah,
that's a heartbreaking movie. I like Fred Claus a lot, but that movie's got some serious. You only get away
saying it's Paul Giamatti. Like, yeah, fuck that guy.
And then Kevin Spacey's like, no one gives a shit about that tree who's growing underneath the other tree. No one can grow if it kills the tree above it, who's taking all the sunlight out of it. It's like this movie's dark.
Yeah,
this is a dark.
So why don't you believe me? This is a fact.
No, I know.
That Charlene was originally in the script, and even through a portion of filming. As a subservient sex slave to Santa Claus.
The reason I forgot is because I was so hellbent on my single note of why is Elizabeth Banks in a costume to accentuate how attractive she is, but we never see it, A, and then B, she's the only actress in the entire movie that they didn't shrink down to size. So I'm confused on multiple levels. I forgot about all the other little story notes we just hit now. That's why I was confused.
So Charlene is a subservient sex slave to Santa Claus.
Makes complete sense.
Yeah. Which is again, it's like wait, this is a studio film? Yeah, guys. And you're thinking, there's no way a production can be that monstrous. Here's proof. You know who's in the cast, Robbie? Kevin fucking Spacey.
Yeah, that's why I brought him up because I wanted to talk about that.
So now you're gonna tell me it's out of the realm of possibilities that's possible.
Okay. And you know who produced the movie? Miramax.
Scumbags. No, you know who directed it? Fucking guy did X-Men. That little pervert.
Yeah, you know who the executive producer was?
The other guy did X-Men, the other pervert.
Yeah, you know who the other executive producer was? That guy was with Jack Nicholson in the fucking thing that...
That's Roman fucking Polanski.
Yeah, I said Pulaski.
That's Roman fucking Polanski. My next one, Roman fucking Polanski.
That's actually a pretty good movie.
It's a great fucking movie.
You know what's interesting about that movie? I didn't like it when I saw it, but every time I reflect on that movie...
You want to watch it immediately.
A, and B, I like it more and more, and I think I saw it...
Roman fucking Polanski, dude. 3 years ago at this point.
3 years ago at this point, dude. Every time I pass my head, I'm like, God, there was
actually a lot of
good shit in that movie.
This is a funny story. I saw it with Drewski in theaters, and also we're talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, by the way.
I thought it was pretty obvious.
It probably wasn't at all.
Yeah. And you didn't get it, stop fucking. You don't deserve to watch us. Yeah.
But on top of that, I feel like if you're all curious, it was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I mean, I saw it in theaters with Drewski, and it's like a 3-hour movie or whatever. First off, it was pretty sick. One of the cool features was when it introduced Damian Lewis as Steve McQueen, we both turned to like, that looks just like Steve McQueen. And then like a minute later, I forget who they showed. That looks just like that person.
You know what's funny about that? I think he looks just like him.
Mom and Dad.
Our parents love Wednesday, the TV show, which we don't like. They don't think it looks like him.
No, they don't think it looks like. Even though Damien looks just like.
I don't want to point fingers, but
Roman fucking Polanski.
Of the 2 things I just presented, one of those facts is facts.
Yeah. What do you think's a better movie? Who thinks better Sharon Tate? Let's go piece by piece. Who's better Sharon Tate? You think, right?
Sharon Tate. I know your point. I'm sorry.
What's my point? You don't know shit. What do you think my point is? Let's just highlight how little you know.
It's pretty little. I thought you were gonna say Margot Robbie or Sharon Tate.
I wasn't gonna say that. So why don't you keep your fucking mouth shut? Take the wax out of your ears, okay? I'm in the dark here. My point was, who thinks better? Who thinks a better Sharon Tate? Sharon Tate out of the question. Who is a better Sharon Tate? Margot Robbie or Hilary Duff?
I didn't know Hilary Duff played her at any point in time.
All right,
so.
who's a better character who I forget? I'm saying characters, these aren't real people. Who's a better Sharon Tate's hairstylist? Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Emily Hirsch or Van Wilder, but not Ryan Reynolds, the guy from Mean Girls.
Dude, I'm not following any of this right now.
Right after Once Upon a Time in Hollywood came out.
I like Emily Hirsch. I know he's in the movie, so I'm gonna just say with him.
Right after maybe around the same time when fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood came out, right? Aaron Samuels and Hilary Duff were in a movie about Sharon Tate getting murdered. And it was her as Sharon Tate and him as the hairdresser.
You know what? Now I know all the facts. You're right. He's
Aaron
probably
Samuels
better,
was the better
and
one.
she's probably the better.
And Hilary Duff's the better
Tate.
one. Yeah. Which again, it's like I love Tarantino, but like you could have cast Hilary Duff and Aaron Samuels, and you cast Emily Hirsch and Margot Robbie. Are you an idiot?
It does bother me that Margot Robbie. I mean, I personally don't think she's like Sharon Tate. I get maybe other people think she does, but they didn't do anything to try to superimpose her. But they superimposed the Steve McQueen guy, and then fucking the guy playing Bruce Lee.
Yeah,
I have to do the noise. But the guy playing Bruce Lee, I think, looks and I don't know if he acts like him, but he gives
I remember there was a bunch of controversy behind that when people were coming out being like, "That's the most offensive and inaccurate representation of who Bruce Lee was as a man." It might be all that,
but he does a caricature of Bruce Lee
I
at
liked
least.
it.
I don't feel like Margot Robbie does anything.
I didn't
get
get the story yet,
Sharon
dude.
Tate, huh?
I didn't get the story yet.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I went to the theaters with Drewski to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We turned to like, "That's fucking sick." And then there was like 4 or 5 times in the movie where we both were like, "This is cool." But then when the movie ended, we were both like, "Yeah, it was good. It wasn't great. It was good. I thought it was gonna be better." Then the whole day we were talking about, we were like, "Actually, that movie interesting." I mean, we spent like the whole weekend talking about the thing. Like, that's actually good. We should probably watch it again. That was probably really good. And it kept growing on you. It was like it was like getting like it was like getting HIV. You know, you just can't get rid of it. You can live with it, but you can't get rid of it.
You know, I get where you're going with that analogy, and it sounds like it's a really good, positive analogy, but it's really not.
Why?
Because nobody's happy they have HIV at the end of the day.
Irving Magic Johnson?
It doesn't count. He is the anomaly who's like,
okay, fine. So then this movie's the anomaly.
Sometimes I blow my nose because I have a little bit of a fucking stuffed nose. It's whatever.
Yeah, sometimes I blow my nose. Sometimes it's normal. Sometimes it's just mountains and mountains of blood just gushing out of my body.
It's whatever. I'm magic. You know?
I'm magic, baby.
Speaking of that, it's a good segue. That show's fucking phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
So the other day, I was panicking for 2 reasons. A, you and I have gotten so comfortable smoking around each other that I was convinced that we couldn't hang out unless we were high. A, and B, I was convinced that we've done nothing but get high nonstop, that we can't watch anything unless we're high, and I have no attention span anymore.
Right. And you
we had to go through a week.
Not true.
We had to go through a week where we didn't have anything, and everything seemed like it was shit. And I was like, God, I'm just not a good person anymore.
Yeah.
Then also we stumbled upon Winning Time, the rise of the Lakers dynasty. I don't even know if that show's that good, to be honest, but it's directed so flawlessly.
Yeah.
The music's perfect. The cinematography's perfect. It's acted
perfect
flawlessly. Yeah. I don't even know if the writing is good. Obviously, the writing's not that great because you and I have already pointed out a few flaws in the drama they keep fucking making.
Well, that's something I don't like about the
reason.
movie. I don't like about the show is obviously obviously this is a historical thing, so there's like things that we're gonna know about. But it's like I don't like sure. I don't like when like the big cliffhanger or something I know for a fact. Like when it's saying like, will Cookie and Magic work it out? Yeah.
Yeah, 10 episodes of a show.
Because I know currently they've worked it out, so I'm going to assume they worked it out back then too.
So for those of you who haven't seen it, the show starts in, I think, 1979 is the opening of the show.
Yeah.
You might not know anything about the Lakers. Like, I knew nothing about the Lakers other than the couple of players that were on the team and their names, but I didn't know anything about their careers or any of that.
Who'd you know?
I knew who Magic was. I knew who Kareem was. I knew the name... No, I can't think. Jerry West. I knew who Jerry West was, but I didn't know what he looked like or anything.
Jerry fucking West.
And there's a couple other players I knew the names of, but watching the show, I knew that Magic was married to Cookie currently.
Yeah. Exactly.
I know they're together right
everyone just knows that.
So why is it of the 10 episodes, 9 of the 10 episodes, it's the will they, won't they between Magic and Cookie?
But we know that he will.
But you know what I don't know? All the behind the scenes nonsense of the basketball team.
So stop showing me Cookie stuff. I know what happens with Cookie.
And to be honest, I don't give a flying fuck about his love life with Cookie.
Neither do I. I care about the game.
Because the guy playing Magic.
You know what I want to watch? The Showtime Lakers.
Exactly. The guy playing Magic looks
Quincy
just like
Isaiah.
Magic. Okay, and in the first episode, I was like, you know what? This might just be a case of what the guy looks like. The actual person, he's not that good.
No, he's
Dude,
good.
every episode, that guy got better and better and better. He stole the show every time. I was enthralled watching him.
I know.
And I don't necessarily think the chick playing Cookie was bad, but the storyline of will they, won't they didn't matter. Forget the fact that I know the outcome. It didn't matter in the scope of everything else we were watching.
Yeah. Also, looking back, I don't think they needed to necessarily have that random flash forward to him having AIDS. Like, they didn't even need to include that. I thought the whole season was I thought the season was going to end. I thought this was going to be a one season, but it took me, this shows how smart I am. Up until like episode 7, I was like, wait, they're going to do the whole, this is like the whole, they're not going to, I'm like, oh, they're doing one season. I'm like, oh. So the first 7 episodes, I was like, damn, they got to wrap up the next 12 seasons of his career pretty quickly. And then I was like, oh, no, they're not doing that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a mini-series A. And then when I found out it was season 2, I thought they were going to do what you said.
The lake match. Again, as I said the other day, having it where we follow every single season of Magic Johnson's career makes it seem less important. But if you were to show us like the 1979-1980 season, then I think they won again like 82. I think they won 83 is when they won again, and then won like 85, then 90 or something, or somewhere around those. They won like a couple together. My point is, if you jump to that season and then another season, and then you jump to like the fucking Kobe stuff and then the Shaq stuff, and then you go. It's like if you just jumped ahead to like the highlights, it'd feel a hell of a lot cooler.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
I don't know why they wouldn't do that though,
Because
A, Kobe just died 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
He died right before COVID started, like a month before COVID started.
I don't think I knew anything about him prior, other than he's Kobe.
Motherfucking Bean Bryant.
And it goes Kobe. That's all I knew about him, really.
Yeah.
But in the last, what did you think? 3 months, 4 months, maybe you began me really into basketball.
That January 26th, 2020.
Huh?
January 26th, 2020.
So skip ahead though. The last 3 months you've been getting me into basketball.
Sure,
probably. There's so much interesting shit around him as an individual. I'm not saying there's not more to say about Johnson and a Kareem and all those other guys, but why not do it where each season's kind of an anthology, just following the Lakers?
Different Lakers.
Why not jump ahead to when Kobe came on? Because Kobe's one of the best players ever.
Yeah.
And that guy alone has so much fucking charisma.
Yeah, they just do a Kobe TV series, I guess.
And LeBron comes to the Lakers, and everybody worships the ground that guy works on. Why not then jump to when he came on with Kobe? Why not show the fucking rivalry that Kobe
do you mean
and
him
Shaquille
playing
had?
in the league?
Just in general, but I know he's in the Lakers
you know he never played with Kobe, right?
I didn't mean them together. I just meant in general. Because I was in the Lakers now.
Gotcha.
There's so, and also 79 to now is what, 50 years?
Yeah.
55, 60, somewhere in that range.
And plus two, if they bring it, here's the real positive. If they just time jump to 1996 and they show us Kobe, you know what that means? It means we don't have to deal with that shitty fucking asshole playing Larry Bird any longer, who sucks and isn't enjoyable.
That's the guy I don't like. That's a good point. But furthermore, though, the season ended with these couple like, here's a hint of what's going to come next season. Here's another hint. None of those hints seem
Really,
like they're worth a season's storyline.
It was a great show, though, but I still don't. I mean, I'm probably proven wrong. Season 2 is going to be great, and I hope it is.
I'm sure it is.
But I just would have preferred to jump to Shaq and Kobe. Personally, just because I prefer Shaq and Kobe. I guess for all the old heads listening and watching, it's like cool to see Kareem and fucking Earl Nixon and Spencer Haywood, who, by the way, best character in the show.
That guy is an amazing
dude. Wood Harris is so fucking good.
He's too good of an actor. Things?
Huh?
Have I seen him in anything besides this on The Wire?
Remember the Titans?
Okay, everything I've seen him in, I forgot I was in Remember the Titans. Every time I see him, I comment on how good of an actor he is.
So when you saw him in The Wire, where did you think you saw him from before that?
To be honest, I don't remember the last time I saw Remember the Titans. I think I was still in Olo the last time I watched Remember the Titans. It was
that's
years
not possible.
ago.
It was the first time I ever saw that was when I was in the 6th grade.
Good for you.
And I brought it home, and I watched it with the family, and I wasn't in Olo in 6th grade.
You know what? I watched it Olo, and I thought it was dumb because I didn't watch football at the time. So I was like, I don't care about football. I'm not going to watch this.
Dude, Remember Titans is a good fucking movie, man.
It's a very good movie.
Him and Opie, dude. It's a good combo. Left side, strong side. That shit goes through me every day. Every day of my life. I haven't gone a single day of my fucking life since 6th grade where I didn't think for a second left side, strong side.
That's actually true. You bring that up way more than you should.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie. Back to, what's his name, Wood?
Dude, imagine, side note, yeah, it's Wood Harris.
Wood Harris.
Imagine, I'll tell you what his actual name is. Maybe he has like a...
Because he's really phenomenal. And that scene when he's frozen.
Yeah.
That's a haunting fucking moment, the
Yeah.
way he acts. And I don't know if it's meant to be that fucking heavy hitting, but he's such a good actor, that guy.
Oh, do you know what his first name actually is?
It's probably not Wood.
No, that's his nickname. His name is Blank David Harris, and his nickname is Wood.
Is it Woodson?
No. You get 3
Woodrow?
guesses. No. Wood's not even a part of it.
Oh, then I have no idea what it's going to be.
Just give us 3 random names.
Can I continue my new 3 now?
Yeah.
Bronson.
No, you want a letter?
Yeah.
You want the letter first or the amount of letters in the name first?
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
The letter, the first letter of the name,
Or
the amount of letters that are in the name?
Ooh. I'll take the amount of letters first.
6. 7, I lied. 7.
Okay, that didn't help me whatsoever. What's the first letter?
You guessed that I got the letter.
7-letter name? Dude, fucking Bronson. Bronson, 7 letters. That's a pretty good fucking guess, actually.
It was, but it's not Bronson.
Fuck, I gotta count the letters now.
I know, so think of something that's the same length as Bronson, but not with a B.
This is gonna take too long. It's gonna be way too much silence. I gotta get another hint to help.
S
S.
is the first
Spencer.
letter. No. One more guess.
P-E-N-C-E-R. Is that
S.
7 or 8? Because I can't count. I think it's
Well, that's
8,
7 in
held
your...
7 fingers.
That's 7 fingers.
I feel like I skipped a letter, though.
Spen.
S-P-E-N-C-E-R. Nice, it is 7.
Yeah, that's the wrong name. Here's a hint. You should get it.
I should get it.
You should get it. I shouldn't get it. You should get it.
Steven.
No, one more guess.
Stefan.
Sherwin.
I should have gone that.
His name is Sherwin Woods.
That's pretty bad.
Sherwin Wood David Harris.
You know what's interesting? I didn't know Sherwin was Sherwin until like 6 months ago. I thought it was Sherman the entire time. I thought it was...
The store was called Sherman Williams?
I did. For years.
How do you... you see the signs.
I'm developing
you can't
dyslexia.
read.
I can't read shit anymore. It's getting
And,
scary.
I've been meaning to bring this up too. These aren't even worth it. I don't think you can actually read at all.
Nice. That was a good reference.
You want me to read the way you wrote it?
Yeah,
Okay,
read how I wrote it.
Okay. Good City Philly. On to you. Hot vote me. Thank you.
That's pretty. We're done.
Yeah, we're done. Oh, it's 20. We're fucking done, dude. That's easy.
Bye-bye.